Hello everyone, welcome back to Roishan's YouTube channel. Well, today we will be digging more deeper into list. You already know from the previous video that list is one of the interfaces we have in collection. Now, list, what are the features of list? Let's take a quick overview what we did last time. List preserves the order of the collection. That means in the order you're inserting it, it will be going in the same order. So it maintains the order and you can also insert duplicate values in the list. Today we will be discussing array list under list. So what is array list and what is the difference between array and array list? Well, an array list is a resizable array provided by Java in java.util package. Unlike regular arrays, it can grow or shrink dynamically, meaning you do not have to define the size in advance. If you remember, guys, in arrays, we have to give the size, right? And you cannot increase the size. Of course, you can change the definition, but that's not a scalable option. Like, we'll keep on changing the definition of the array. I mean, what if I don't know how many elements I need to add? I want it to be dynamic. I want it to be flexible. Whereas arrays are fixed and array lists are dynamic and flexible. Think of it as a flexible containers that can hold objects and resize itself as needed. That's array list for you. All right. So let's see how we can declare array list. So this is my Eclipse IDE. In order to define array list, the syntax is array list string names and the new array list. So here you can give the name. For example, let's say I want to create it for books. So I'll say books. This is the name of my array list with which I'll be fetching the data from array list. You'll put cursor on it and you can import array list because that's coming from Java utility package. So you will be importing it. That's not inbuilt in Java. So we need to import it. So we'll click on it and we can get started with array list. Guys, see, we have not given any size here. So that means it is dynamic. You can add elements dynamically in it. So let's understand this syntax better. I'm saying array list string because I'm going to store string value in my array list. So I'm mentioning string here. Then name of the array list, new array list. So this is how you create. This is the syntax to create array list. Now, as you already understand, guys, that if we want to add something, remove something, we will be using methods to do so. So in order to add in my books array list, I'll write books. That is the name of my array dot. And you will see all the methods are popping here. Add. So let's say I'm adding a book, learn QA. So right, this is to add one book. Let me add 2 or 3 more. So Control C. I'm just copying the same syntax, guys. Control V, Control V, Control V. It allows duplicate values. All 4 values can be same also, but I'm gonna make some changes here. So learn development, learn AI, learn, let's say, data analytics. Let's see what we have in it. So for that, I'll write system.out.println, and here I'll display books. Then semicolon and execute it. Let's see. Look at this, guys. You get all the elements here. Learn QA, learn development, learn AI, learn data analytics. Now see the sequence also. The sequence is same with which I have inserted. That's why we say lists always maintain the sequence. So sequence is being maintained here. Now we will be doing some other operations on it. We already know how to add it. Now we'll learn if you want to insert any value at particular index, how you do so. So you can say dot add. And here you can use this method. See guys, this is method overloading. Same method is there, but different parameters. So I can use this. I can say, okay, at index 2, that is the third position, I want to add learn cybersecurity. And now let's again display the list. I'm just cutting and pasting it here. And let's execute this too and see the result. Learn cyber security is coming at third position because you said index should be 2. Of course, guys, you must understand that index works like that. It starts from 0. So this is 0, this is 1, and this is 2. That's why it is coming at third position according to the sequence. But according to the index, it is index number 2. All right, now we know how to add. We will be now learning how to remove. So in order to remove, you will be using books, that is the name of my array list, dot. And you see, there is remove. So you can either remove with index value or you can just give the object name. So let's see, let's first get started with the first one. So here, remove. So let's say I want to remove the second value only, the index second, which I've just inserted. So I'm just taking this and putting it here. And I'm saying, let's execute this. And see, now I don't have learn cybersecurity. So this is to remove with respect to index value. But if you wish to remove it with respect to the object, you can go with object. So with object, I mean to say, you can simply write the name. For example, I want to remove learn AI. So I'll say learn AI. So here I'm not doing it with respect to index. Let me just make it comment. Otherwise, both will be removed. So I'm going to make this as comment. And after this, I'll display. Let's execute this. See, even learn AI is removed. Yes, learn cybersecurity is added again because this command is still executing. That's why it is still there. And you removed learn AI. So this is how you can delete the values. So guys, you can even clear the entire array list. You can delete all the elements from the array list, but I'll show you that method later because I wish to perform some actions on this array list. So we'll do that later. Now, let me just make it comment 2, even this action as comment. Now I'll show you how to update the values in array list. And for that, I'll write books dot set. So where you want to set and what you want to set. That means where you want to update it and what you want to add as an element. For example, I want to change learn DEV to learn development. So I want to update this value. So this is index number 1, index 1. And rather than learn dev, I want to say learn development. As always, I'll take this line down because I want to display it later. So here, let's execute this and see. Look at that. Learn development. So this is how you can update the values in array list. Now, how I can fetch a particular value. So for that, you can write name of the array list dot get. With get, you can get a particular index value. For example, I want to see what is at index 3. And of course, I want to display it. So I'll put it in system.out.println. So here, I'll take this and put it here. Let me remove this. All right, let's close this and execute it. See, that is in sequence 4th position. See here, but index is 3. Index is always n minus 1. So this is how you can get a value. Now, if you wish to add a complete list, so I can make a new array and I can even merge 2 array. This is one of the interview questions. So let me just make one more array list. So here, and let me name it as new books. And let's add something into it. So the sequence is same. So I'll add, let's say 2 books in it. Of course, I'll change the name, guys. So here, rather than books, I'll write new books. And same here. So here I'll write, let's say learn BA, business analyst. And here I want to write learn accounts. So I have added 2 books into this array list, new books. Now let's merge new books to books. So how I can do so? This is also very easy. You can write books, that is name of my first array list dot add, and see here, I do have add all. This one. Yes, it is automatically coming as new books. Enter that. And let's now display books. So for that, I can write system dot out dot println and books. Let's execute and see what we get in it. Look at this. Of course, I got this. See, Till learn data analytics, it was coming from books array list, and learn BA, learn accounts is coming from new books. Here you see. See? Learn BA and learn accounts was coming from new books. So you can merge to array list also. This is one of the interview question. They ask you to write a code to merge to array list, and this is how you can do that. Now, some of the most useful methods that we use in real times are these. So I'm going to just show you first. So it is contains books dot contains. Now, if you want to see whether this array list contains this particular object or not, you can find that. So for that, here you can write down whether this contains QA keyword. So QA is there or no in the complete array list. Let's see. So now we wrote it. Let me just display this also. So in order to display, you need to print it in system.out.println. I'm just enclosing it inside it. And now let's just execute it. See. They're saying false. No, I don't see QA because it's learn QA, not QA. So if I write here learn QA, and now let's see. True. Learn QA exists, but the specific QA keyword, no. If you wish to see a particular element there, you can use contains. So contains is to show you whether that element exists in array list or not. And also you can find the index of a particular element too. So in order to do so, you can again write, let's say, let me just shrink this a little bit. Okay. So you can here write books. That is my array list name, index of. So what is the index value of a particular element? So for example, I want to see index value of learn AI. And I want it to be displayed. So of course, I'll enclose it in system.out.println. Close it here. And let's see. Let's execute this. This will also show you the index value. So learn, if you see here, learn AI is at index 2. So these were some of the common and most used methods on an array list. Of course, we are left with few. I have not shown you clear, and I've not shown you whether to see whether it is empty or not. But for that, of course, I want to clear everything. Let's first do some operations, and then at last we'll use the clear method to clear everything. All right, now we will learn how to fetch data one by one from the array list. So guys, in order to do so, you will be using for loop. So how we can use for loop? Let's see that. We must know the syntax of for loop. If you don't know what is the syntax of for loop, I really advise you to go back to the videos where I have explained the for loop. So this is the syntax. See here, for I am initiating one variable I. I'm initiating it to 0. So I'm saying please start index. So you can assume it like an index, that please start index from 0 and go till less than size of the book. Book is my array list, and please keep on incrementing. Then you start the curly braces, and here you explain system.out.println books list is, and then get the value. You already know what is get. We already discussed the meaning of get here, that in order to get the values from your array list, you will be using the method get. So here I'm saying keep on fetching the value from array list and display it. So let's execute and see the result. Of course, I need to just close one more curly braces here. That's it. Let's execute it. And see, books list is learning QA. It is fetching one element one by one. Look at this, get I. So it is fetching first value, then it moved to the second, it moved to the third, and so on. So this is how we can fetch value from array list with the help of for loop. For loop can be used in other way also. You can write for, and in brackets you can write string. String, that means the data type of array list. In this case, array list is in string. So I'm writing string. Then you can write list, any variable name. List is nothing, just any variable name. And here I'm writing books, that is array list name, and then close the braces. I'll explain you what it is. Let's first complete the code. So here, same line, system.out. So let me just copy it from here and paste it. So here, I'm saying system.out.println books. So I'm just changing it little bit so that you don't get confused with this, because result will be almost same. So I'm changing it so that you get to know that the result is coming from two different for loops. So name of the books is, so name of the books is, and here I'll write, rather than books, let me just change it. It's gonna be list. That's all. Let me explain this to you first. So what I'm saying here is, please take the elements from books to list. So it will be mapped in list, and then print list. This is also one of the ways. Both of the ways are okay. In this, the values will be fetched one by one automatically. In this, you have to write the code like this. Let's see. Let's execute this also. And look at this. Name of the books is this. It is almost same. The result is almost same. Only differences of the for loop. In this, I'm using for like this. In this, the for loop syntax is this. Alright, we now come to last two methods which I have already spoken about, that clear and empty. So let's see. Now I want to clear my array list. So for that, I'll write books dot clear. This is gonna clear my array list, and then I want to verify whether it is empty or not. For that, you can write books dot is empty. So let's click on it. Of course, I want to display this, so I will enclose this in system.out.println. So I'm copying this and putting it over here so that I can see the result. So this is system, and here I'll close one more braces and let's see. I'll execute this and see the result. Look at this, guys. True. That means it is empty now because you cleared it and it is empty. So the return type of is empty is Boolean, either true or false. If it is empty, it's going to tell you true, otherwise false. So guys, that's all about ArrayList. There are lots of questions they ask in interview about ArrayList. For example, what is difference between array and ArrayList? How to fetch data from ArrayList? How to merge two ArrayList together? And if you want to fetch data one by one with the help of for loop, how you can do so. So guys, this tutorial will be more than enough for you if you're preparing for interviews. Also, please practice, because practice is the only thing which can make you confident. That's all for this video. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.